Lesson 3. Analyzing ancient DNA for clues into the deep past has gotten a bad reputation recently as a result of too many false reports of recovered dinosaur DNA. Now that's about to change. When studied correctly, genetic material preserved in cold environments can reveal quite a bit about the past. Alan Cooper, an evolutionary biologist at the University of Oxford, first began extracting sequence information from DNA in museum specimens about 15 years ago, gradually moving on to ever older material. Much progress has been made in using antique DNA to study genetic variation and to place species that have died out in their family trees, but supposed extractions of DNA from dinosaur fossils or million-year-old insects have proved to be studies in modern contamination. Cooper avoided some common technical difficulties by studying bones from northern Alaska, the Yukon, and Siberia, where DNA was kept on ice for thousands of years in the permanently frozen soil. In addition to these fresh frozen samples, he and his colleagues had access to hundreds of bones in museums with their DNA still in undisturbed fragments. To check the work, a second laboratory reanalyzed the DNA samples. Cooper's team used the samples to look at the history of an interesting geographic region. Until 11,000 years ago, the area called Beringia, the present-day Bering Strait, had a land bridge between the Asian and North American continents, enabling species, including humans, to cross back and forth about 13,000 years ago. The bones provided an amazing opportunity to look at the genetic record of several species, such as bears, bison, and lions, and at what was a biological crossroads. The data indicate that brown bears may have disappeared from much of Alaska and the Yukon 35,000 years ago, only to reappear 14,000 years later. Because this reappearance corresponds with the disappearance of a larger animal called the short-faced bear, Cooper suggests that competition between the two species influenced the changes in their distributions. Cooper's studies may thus push the use of ancient DNA farther along the path to acceptance.